everybody. This is day 2 of the conference. Say hey, everybody. Hey. Where's your way? Everybody, welcome to my corner.
Welcome to my corner. Let's have a talk now. From Miami to California. Check your girl out. I'm gonna give it to you straight up. That's right. That's right. Keeping it real, no games inside. Let's go. Welcome to my corner, y'all.
Y'all, day 2, bro. Day 2. That's all I got to say. Day 2. Let me run down what has happened today because it was bananas. Okay, so first things first. Kev on stage comes out, he tells jokes.
I got a Capri Sun, so I'm like, oh, I'm thirsty. So I'm like, give me some of your drink. He was like, oh, and I was like, ho, what you sucking your teeth? Because we couldn't suck our teeth. You couldn't even have legit popcorn. What's that? Because just sucking your teeth was talking back. And your mom knocked your teeth out. Because your parents, like, them is my teeth. I gave you life. I grew those teeth. I'll knock them out if I want to. What? I said I'll knock your teeth out. They'll grow back, and if they don't, I gotta get you new ones.
And then after the jokes, we have Pastor Swaggy himself preach. Pastor Charles preaches this sermon on submission. Child, the sermon was so good. It was so good, and it was so intentional and like needed. Like the sermons that these guys are preaching aren't like you're gonna get a miracle in 5 days if you jump up and do 10 jumping jacks. It's literally sermons about how to push you into your purpose, and then after you get into your purpose, how to sustain being in purpose. So then after he preached, we get a conversation on submission. And y'all, in the conversation, it's Pastor Mike, Pastor Swaggy himself, the bishop, and Tim Ross, who are the people that Pastor Mike is submitted to. Excuse my hair, it's sweated out.
I think the first thing to acknowledge is that it's the yes of submission. You don't always know what it means. Like there's so many areas of our life where we say yes, we don't really know what that yes means. Like you say yes, like I do at the altar, you don't know that means like you're gonna fight about the way you load the dishwasher. Like that's, you say yes to something, but I think for me, very practically, it was saying yes, and that's why I think it's so important that you hear the voice of God, because if you don't fight to hear it first, then you can easily back out because you didn't really hear God the first time. And so for me, submitting my personality was very practically like talking to Abby and talking to God of like, God, did I make the right thing? Like, is this real? Like, did I make the right decision? We're so similar. I feel like people see it so similar, but the way we think, the way we process, our ideas are so different. We usually get to the same end road, but the roads we take are so different. And so for me, it was having to ask myself, do I trust Michael or God in Michael? Because there were times when I would put my trust in you and it was like, that didn't make any sense, or
And so they're talking about submission. At the end of the conversation, Pastor Mike says, okay, so we're all about generosity, and Bishop, we want to bless you. I'm thinking he'll give him a little flower, a little love offering. Do y'all know this man pulled out a Tesla? Like, he was like, we bought you a Tesla, child, not no Dodge Charger, not no Hummer, not no Mercedes. He bought this man a Tesla.
Something that you liked, and I overheard it, and I was like, yo, God, if you ever make a way, like I'd like to do that. And God made a way.
Lord.
So I want to let you know that from Transformation Church and Version 1 Conference, we bought you a new Tesla.
They had paid for someone's tuition the night before, okay? Then they gave their bishop a Tesla. Child, I'm shook. Then after that, We go to lunch, we come back. Okay, we come back. And we get a whole concert from Toby. Y'all know who Toby is.
Next how, just ask straight, take a bow for the ones who came before us, cause we ain't them. I live in him, straight at your rim, yes he is slim, then I ain't Euro. I pretend when I get a pin, it's for some M's. I'm talking all day, don't know what to do with me. Every defender need a eulogy. I give my heart perpetuity to all the stars from my community that ain't never got to shine and glisten, but still can analyze my diction. I'm heard that every single one was big. I teach you how to be a guy, you need a beat, hell, my feet swell, don't trip, that mean I'm walking on deep rail. I should be held as the one with born like a zombie, not to your ears with a food slug. I persevere through all kinds of blood. I had no feelings, says he's the east, but did not appeal, no longer good. With what the film, look like I'm the April. I'm on the good hype, I'm up for baby, accept all the masters, who masters, I'm the baby,
It don't just stop there. After the concert's over, we get a conversation again, right? But let me tell y'all who was in the conversation. Our princess from Wakanda. She was in the conversation. Let me tell you something. I had seen her last night when I was sitting down, and I turned around and I said, "Child, that's my sister-in-law," because y'all know I'm married to the Black Panther in my head. I said, "Child, the citizens of Wakanda is in the building." I am shook. And she tells her testimony about having faith and loving Jesus, and she just breaks down, and we just start.
So I wasn't always a Christian, and I went through a period in my life when acting was my God, and I really worshipped it. I really wanted to be successful. I would compare myself to my other friends. I would look at my past films and be hard on myself, and it was just really, really dark. On top of that, not being happy about myself and who I was, and I knew something was wrong. So it was 2015, and I had just went to Toronto Film Festival with a film, and I had another film lined up. And I remember I was going to Canada, and I remember I just heard this voice. It was just like, "This is the last, you're gonna take a break, a big break after this." And I was like, "No, man, I got films, I got jobs, I'm lined up, I'm good." But that voice was really true. And I came home and I kind of just realized that something was missing, and I didn't know what it was, but I had to find out. And I remember at the time, some of my friends were Christians, and I always would hang out with them and I'd see their light. And it's not no airy fairy thing like Jesus. No, it was literally like peace and joy and serenity. And I noticed that they had something that I didn't have, but I was too scared to approach it, because I had believed that Jesus was this, no offense, this is what I thought in my mind. Jesus was a white guy with blonde hair, blue eyes, how can he relate to me? And it was so warped in my mind, like it was not correct, my approach to Jesus. And I remember I just started to seek. And he would just literally line me up with friends. Like my friends would meet me who were Christians and be like, "Do you want to go Bible study?" And they would never ask me this, and I'd be like, "Yes." And I'd be like, "Why did I say that? I don't even know like what the Bible is. I don't even know what chapter to turn to. I don't even know like how do you do that?" And then I just realized that something was missing, and I started to seek, and Jesus was my last hope. And I remember my friend called me. He plays the new version of Kunta Kinte in Roots, Malachi Kirby. And one day I was in a dark room, literally, I had this pattern, because my depression was so deep, I had this pattern of putting myself in a dark room. And he called me, and he was on his way to South Africa, and he said, "Something's not right, and God told me to call you." And I burst out crying. And he was like, "Yeah, like something's not right, like I don't feel that you're in the right place." And I confessed, and I was like, "I'm not happy, and I don't know what to do." And he said to me, "Well, there's Jesus." And I was so honest, I was like, "Bro, how do I relate to this Jesus you talk of? Like, I don't think that's for me." And he was just like, "At least try." He's like, I tried and he helped me. So he gave me he said, I'm gonna give you Matthew 6:33. And then he said that I should seek first the kingdom and his righteousness. And and all shall be added on. And I took it, and I turned off my phone. He went on his flight, and I said, Jesus, like, if you're real, then show me. And then I stopped acting. I stopped. I gave it up. I said, I never want to do it again. And then I gave my life to him, and happens all the time. Like, I reflect and I just always cry, like I always cry about it. But I gave my life to him. I remember I told him in that room when I came off the phone, I said, I'm gonna give you a year, and he literally changed it in a month. When he showed up, and I had all of these amazing encounters, and I gave my life to him. And I remember the night I gave my life to him, I literally felt like whatever spirits, like darkness was leaving me, and
she said he swapped it. He took what was dark and he gave her what was light.
It was just good. Okay, so then it doesn't stop there. We have our breakout groups, and then we come back. Here's the boom, all right? So we have our normal nightly sessions, right? And we are worshiping, right? And then Pastor Mike comes out, and he says, he brings Danielle to the stage. Danielle actually, she and I met, and she's so dope. And so he brings us to the stage, and he's like, yeah, you know, she knew me back in the day when I was ratchet. And basically he was like, so we at Transformation Church, we're gonna pay your mortgage and your car note off for a year, and we're gonna send you and your son to Disney World.
So Danielle is a single mother. She has a beautiful son named Levi. He's 9 years old. When Levi was young, we had some traumatic things happen, and I've watched you persevere. I've watched you literally surrender your ratchet life. She was completely ratchet. And surrender to God, and not just surrender, but submit to my leadership and then start serving. She just won the best serving award in our church just a week ago. And so the team got together, and we decided that we know it's hard as a single mother to do what you're doing, and we wanted to just make the burden a little light for a little bit. So what we got together on behalf of everyone that bought a ticket at V01 in Transformation Church, we want to pay your house note for a year. Catch up on some things, do some things you want to do. Take your son on a trip and do some things that you need to. Matter of fact, no. You don't need to use that money. We're sending you and your son to Disney World as well.
He does that, it goes down. It goes down. First of all, I didn't know they shouted here. I said, this is a multicultural church. I didn't know they knew how to do that. And they were shouting on beat. I was shocked. Boy, I danced out of my shoes, okay? Then after we shouted, we just all fell into worship. Like, we just... And then after we worshiped again, we praised again. And like the beautiful thing about all of it was that they didn't try to stiff the spirit. You know, like when you go places, like people be like, oh no, you gonna hear my word. I worked hard. No. He like literally just let the Holy Spirit move. They could not preach. That's how crazy it was. Tonight was bananas. Tonight was bananas. Like, I don't got nothing else to say, bro. I gotta go lay down. I gotta go take a shower. Today, day two. So we got one more day here. And I'm low-key sad that it's all over. I kind of wish it went too quick. But day two, just the conversations, the word, everything was just so good. Like, you're getting all that you need at this conference, bro. All right, well, whatever. We're going to talk when I wake up tomorrow. Okay, tomorrow. Tomorrow we'll finish, okay? Oh, I could be so happy.